On to you, Taurus. So you have the Two of Swords, the Empress, Emperor, the Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, the Death card, King of Wands, Four of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Magician. So for you, Taurus, right? Okay. I honestly see that you, Taurus, are really punking people, right? You're really seeing that a lot of people are not really built for it. And what I mean by that is, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So the Two of Swords, right? The Two of Swords, the Empress, right? And the Emperor, right? The Two of Swords is all about how when you show up for people, right, that you were trying to get to know in the past, you're realizing now that they couldn't actually be with you. They couldn't actually hang out with you, right? And I talked about this in my last Taurus video. Go ahead and check out the last Taurus video that I did, right? The one that I did for y'all yesterday, right? Here you are as the dog, and I'm not calling you a dog. I'm not calling you names, but look at how this person is freaking out that this dog is right here, right? This jackal is right here, i.e. canine family, dog, right? So this is you, the dog, not necessarily trying to do anything harmful to the person. You're trying to be in love, you're trying to be in a relationship, and here they are going overboard, going to the extreme, in just freaking out whenever it is that you let them know that you like them, or when you try to get to know them a little bit better. Here they are freaking out, right? They flake. They tell you they can't do this right now, whatever that means. Can't do this right now, right? They freak out, right? And a lot of you, look at how this jackal is looking at the person, though. This jackal is looking like, yo, you bugging, you know what I mean? So the Empress and the Emperor really does represent how you're really watching, you Taurus are really watching that a lot of people can't keep up with you. They simply can't keep up, right? They try to make it seem like, they're so much on a higher level than you, when in actuality, a lot of you Taurus are really realizing that that's not what it is. What it is they're scared to be in a relationship with you, and scared to be in a relationship that's meaningful in general, because they're not really built for that. They're for the streets, and they know it. So because the Empress now and the Emperor, the Empress represents you, and you having to essentially kind of dub these fake emperors, right? These people that try to make it seem like they're bosses, they're so successful in life, right? You having to essentially tell them, nah, it's a dub for me. These same people that act like they're so high and mighty and they're better than you, right? But the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups represents how, because a lot of you Taurus really realize it from your experience. A lot of you Taurus are starting to step your experience game up. A lot of you Taurus are starting to realize that through all the years that a lot of you have been dating, right? How many people do you honestly know that really was serious about really being in a real strong, foundational, committed relationship that provided value, that brought value to the table? You bring them value to the table. How many people you knew who did that? How many people you knew in the past who does that, who did that, right? I guarantee you it's probably not a whole lot. So a lot of you Taurus are realizing, like, all the games that a lot of people play, and they act like they're so valuable. If they're so valuable, how come you never see them in a committed relationship, right? Like, why do they never bring any kind of long-term value to somebody else, right? What if they, with all this value that they act like they have, and they're bringing so much favor into another person's life, what value are they actually bringing into another person? And you Taurus are starting to realize that here you are the ones actually bringing in the real value. And they're trying to make it seem like when they're ready and when they're, you know, when they're ready to actually provide you value, they're going to bring you so much value. Everything in your life is going to make sense, right? Look at how this person is postured on this, and look at how it is that you are. You're standing up, right? You Taurus are standing up whenever it is that you offer that cup. You have integrity, right? You're standing up, right? Okay, right? And look at how, right? Ready to fight if you need to, ready to defend yourself, because this person has a weapon in hand, right? With a shield, right? Ready to go to war for the people that you love, right? And people who are smart enough to take you seriously and to date you, they should be proud and feel good that they have you by their side, right? But look at the posture of this other person, or these people that you've known in the past who have talked themselves up to be so special. Look at how these people are, though. Look at how these people are kneeling on the ground, right, with a cup, and a fish is sticking out of it, right? Show you, get closer. And this person is almost like worshiping the fish in a cup. And this is how it is that they want you to be. They thought that they're trying to, they thought that them doing little for you, when they're ready to do so little for you, that it would make everything in your life make sense. And that's when, again, the death card would happen, right? You Taurus started to realize that most of the people that you've been in a relationship with, and just in general, especially now, they're really fake. So a lot of you Taurus are starting to realize it through experience, through dating people, right? Go and check the last Taurus video that I did, that a lot of people are not really being serious about who they are and where they're from and their disposition in life. A lot of people are out here faking and fronting to be something that they're actually not. And then the King of Wands and the Four of Wands represents, but this is what makes it even more hilarious, right? The King of Wands, they act like they're big stuff. They act like they really have more value than what they actually do, right? So when you see this in them, you realize just how much they can't seem to let it go, right? And the thing about it is that the Four of Wands is about how, right, they act like they've been in a committed relationship, but the truth be told, they probably have never been in one, Taurus, or they've been in such a low number. They've probably never been in one, and if they have, it's probably only been one. Because they don't have this kind of experience the way that they're trying to make it seem like, right? Like they could bring or provide value in a person's life for a long period of time. So you have to understand that they've been trying to act like they're someone that they're not. A lot of these people are posers, basically. And a lot of you Taurus are starting to realize just how many others have been posers trying to act like they provide so much value, right? So the Hangman and the Magician, now the Hanged Man now represents, so what is it that you Taurus do? You Taurus need to wait. The Hangman represents a person that needs to just be patient. Yes, continue to date, but, you know, wait until you see something that you like. Date until you see something in someone that you like, right? That integrity that you like. But what you should do is, the best thing for you to do is to wait, and while you're still getting to know other people. The Magician also represents, and to remember that just to remember that if the relationship as you're getting to know them does not work, meaning if it's too difficult for you and this other person to be able to get along, to see each other, if it takes too much work for the two of you to actually see each other, to actually get a chance to talk to each other, then it means that it's time for you to let these people go, right? You getting to know somebody should not have to, it should not have to be so much of a problem for you and this person to actually take a trip to each other's homes, right? Or each other's residences, or to come visit each other to see, right? If the two of you don't seem to actually have any way of traveling to each other, or if the two of you do not talk on the phone to at least keep it up, then obviously you're trying too hard, and you Taurus should essentially stop talking to them. So let's clarify the Magician. So to clarify the Magician, you have the Six of Pentacles, excuse me, Seven of Pentacles, right? The Knight of Cups, the Magician, wow, there we go, King of Wands, which you already have, and the Three of Swords. Okay, so again, because if something, again, this is just another warning. If something seems a little bit off, go with your instincts, Taurus, and do not get to know these people any further. Because your instincts is something that you should be listening to, right? Because they're probably only using you for what it is that they can get out of you, right? So the Knight of Cups and the King of Wands, because you can't clarify a card with the same card. The King of Cups and the Knight, excuse me, and the King of Wands is about if you even try to bring this up, these people, when you just ghost them, because if you try to bring it up, if you try to bring up some red flags that you see about a person, and look, the person is in red too. If you try to bring it up to this King of Wands who's in red, that about the red flags that you see in them and how it is that they need to change, or some things that you see in them that you don't particularly like, and they have a problem with it, leave them alone. Also, too, if they show you some red flags, don't bring it up because they're not aware to understand that they have to change certain things about them. And the Three of Swords, right? Again, listen to your instincts. Yeah, they may act like, you know, you did them wrong, but that's the lie in it. You're not doing them wrong. You're doing yourself right, because you are not at liberty, especially when you're dating somebody, to continue to contact them if you don't want to, right? Those people have gotten some red flags about them that they need to fix, but they're completely unaware, right? Maybe even they know that they have red flags. You know that they have red flags, but then they decided to get super disrespectful. And that's why you, Taurus, had to leave them in the first place, right? Or stop talking to them in the first place, or you clashed heads with them because you realized those people were ultimately no good for you. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video, all that good stuff. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers. We're almost at 9,100. We're almost there. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.